I'm Dr. George Flynn. You're watching In-Depth TV, and today we're going to go in-depth with a friend of mine who has had a lifetime of experiences. He is carrying on a technique that you may have heard of and you may never have heard of this, but it's something very interesting, and you're going to learn a lot from Mr. Warren Lewis.
Thank you.
Mr. Lewis, thank you very much for being here with us and telling us about your special skill that you have in cutting hair.
The thing that carried me all over the world was burning hair. Cut hair with fire.
Did you hear what he said? Burning hair. He cuts hair with fire, and if you've never seen it done, it's very effective and it's quite a show. Tell me how you got into that. Where did you figure out? First of all, where did you grow up?
Between Louisville and Philadelphia, Mississippi, down there by Pearl River.
Uh-huh.
What happened is about 17 of us, I didn't get a chance to know the older ones, but 17 of us, we killed chickens on Sunday morning.
You kill chickens on Sunday morning?
Yeah, and put them in hot water.
Okay.
When you put them in the hot water, you have a lot of little feathers on them.
Uh-huh.
So I helped my mama cook all the time. So what happened, we would burn a piece of chicken and have him, hold him up, get the little small feathers off them. That's how I got the idea on hair.
So you did it with, well, you had a fire under there?
Uh-huh, we built a fire. But now I got some special camera. We just built a fire, hold the chicken over and burn the feathers
It would
off.
burn the feathers off.
Right.
And that's where you got the, then, did you go into barbering or what did you
I've been
do?
in barbering 66 years.
Okay.
I came to Memphis, and I never, didn't go to school for several years. Then when I went to school, the barber school, the man told me, so well, okay, I can tell you now that you be an instructor. So I was a cold instructor. I made sure that the guys got their haircuts right.
Okay, so it was doing regular haircuts.
Regular haircuts I got.
And then when did you teach them how to do the, what do you call the, we used to call it singeing, but
it's called singeing. I haven't been able to show nobody how to do it, and I would love to show one person. I got a patent. I have a patent on it.
Uh-huh. I
have 5 Unsung Hero Awards, 1 Oscar, 4 or 5 Living Legend Awards, and I'm in the Hall of Fame, Barber Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And I didn't really go to barber school, but I kind of stepped
But
up.
you're in the Hall of Fame. You learned to do it. And you're looking for someone to teach how to do it, to carry this on.
Right.
So if you're a barber, here's a man. He wants to teach you a new skill.
Yes, sir. It's more than I can tell you. I got a lot of it documented in writing.
Right.
But you're one of my top movies.
Uh-huh.
I got 27 documentaries. You know, like when I got to Memphis, I got real busy doing things like helping people with food, clothing, job.
Right.
Isaac Hayes, I'm here at the Black Knights Organization. So Isaac Hayes is vice president. So me and him both like to starve to death. So that's how I got so busy. I worked at juvenile court, all that. Then worked at juvenile court.
And helping people.
Right.
And so, but doing barbering like this, how do people know about you? And what is the difference in cutting hair with the scissors and doing it with fire?
It's a lot different. I cut with scissors on one side of your head, burn one side. The side I burn with the fire stay even longer.
It stays even?
Even longer. It really melts the ends. You'll see it. It really melts the ends of the hair.
Okay.
And the strange to me is you, our customer. It's real strange.
Okay, and we'll have some of that clip in this show showing you doing the singeing or the burning of the hair.
Right.
And do you pull it up with a comb and then burn it off?
I either hold it with the shears. Actually, barber usually do that, hold it with the shears, or between my hands, burn the ends off, get another layer, burn it by layers.
And what do people say when they hear it?
Really shocked. I mean, I get called all over the world. I'm known all other countries more than I am here.
Uh-huh.
And when I was in Japan, they treated me like a king.
Japan?
Japan.
And where are some of your favorite places? Where do you work, by the way? Where do you work?
On Thomas and Chelsea. I got a street name after me, Chelsea and Thomas, from Thomas, Danny Thomas North. Chelsea on back down that whole area of Warrenstown. I named it one time about 35, 40 years ago, and it just changed the past. They swore me in.
That's great.
I was sworn in by three judges, Walter Evans, Jim Bailey, and
One or the other.
Walter Evans, Jim Bailey, and
Well, there's
one other thing. I got the tapes.
yeah. So, but do you have a shop there still?
No, my shop got burned down, so I'm 86 years old now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm working in another shop down the street by the block from where I was. I have a museum.
Okay. And where is the museum? So people, if they're interested, would like to come see it.
I'm nice for people.
Okay. Where is that?
Corner Chelsea and Thomas.
Chelsea and Thomas.
615 Chelsea, right across from where Elvis Presley used to record, you know, the studio.
Yeah. So it's
that.
615 Chelsea.
Right.
Okay. And people can come by. When do you get there and when do you leave? What hours?
I used to work all night and all day too when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
But now I've gotten older. I just work 6 days a week.
Okay.
And I'm going to start to working 3 days a week.
What time do you usually go in?
By 9. About 8:30 and 9.
9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock. And you used to work at night?
All night on Friday, and I go in on Friday morning and work 10 on Saturday night.
Really?
See, like back in the day, I had an organization called the Black Knights. I'm sure you heard of them. Black Knights. We started the food bank out of the barber shop.
Right.
Youth service, WDA helped me start all this stuff.
Okay.
They helped me get all this stuff started. Anything I wanted to do, people helped me do.
They would help you.
Right.
That is such a blessing. People calling you right and left, aren't they?
Oh yeah. I'd like to see anybody that want to come by and bring a camera and check up pictures of all the things that I've done.
Well, isn't that great? That's really great. And so you've done. What is your most favorite thing you've done as a civic leader? He's been a civic leader. He's a businessman. He has been a friend of the high and a friend of the people with no money.
Almost everybody.
Right, and that's
Reverend Ike and G. Patterson. He's my customer all his life. G. Patterson.
Okay.
Bishop G. Patterson. Now I've with the Kennedys, some of the Kennedys. I've been with them. Stokely Carmichael, Andrew Davis.
You've seen all of those people.
Oh yeah, see, all the organizations were working together at that time back in '68.
Right. Right. Well, who did you cut? Have you ever cut anybody's hair and they jump up out of the chair and run away?
Jimmy Hart. He run down the street with the clock on him. I did Jimmy Hart. I've been on a wrestling match.
Okay, so Jimmy Hart ran down the street
with the clock on him, and he jumped out of the chair. I'm finna burn his hair. He said, "What you finna do? I'm finna burn your hair." He said, "No."
He went running.
I know Elvis too. You know.
Okay.
Elvis Presley working at a light company. I work at Scruggs Electric Company.
Scruggs, right.
So when he bought a house, I put the light switches in the first house he bought on Auburn.
Right.
Autumn Avenue, Park Avenue. I put the first lights in his first house. So he swapped the house he had with the doctor. So they swapped the house. He paid me a difference.
So you were actually an electrician. Beginning.
I can do pretty good on electricity. I would learn about it because I worked at Scruggs, hanging chandeliers and all that kind of stuff. Scruggs Electric Company on Union McLean.
I know exactly where it was.
And Mr. Scruggs give me an opportunity to make things work.
Okay. So you worked there, you did hair, and you did civic projects.
Right.
What's your favorite civic project that you got involved in?
Helping people, because see, I know what it's like to not have food, clothes, job, no place to stay. See, I know that that's why I do what I do. See, you say you're hungry. See, I got bumper stickers all over the world. Said, who is Warren Lewis? How that came about.
Poor as Warren Lewis.
Who is Warren Lewis? You walk in the door.
Could it be poor as Isaac Hayes also?
Me and him both poor. We had tie shoes, strings.
You did?
He was an answer. I knew him, he was about 12 or 13, I think, and I was about 19, 20. So, people come in the door and say, who is Warren Lewis? We need some food. That's the way it was. All the people on the TV stations and all, but they send people to me.
Okay.
To get help. Before the food bank came about.
Did you run out of food?
Oh yeah, many times. See, that's why I try to help somebody else. See, can't nobody come to me and say, I need help. We ain't got no, just got burned out and stuff like that. Carl Carson, the truck line on.
I remember Carl, Beep Carson, yeah.
He used to let me use trucks free.
Oh, he did?
To move people out the street. Light, gas, and water. We get your lights cut off back in 67, 68. Well, I could call Mr. Carson, Mr. Crow and them all up down there and turn them back on.
You get the lights turned back on? Especially when it was too cold or too hot outside.
Whatever weather was, all I did call them direct, and they would get the light turned back on back in the day.
That's great.
I can get the light turned back on.
That's great. So people came to you as a resource before a lot of human services were available.
Now how the food bank got started.
Okay.
We were helping people in the shop. Trade got so big, we had to go move Bishop W.L. Porter on Chelsea. Let me use a whole lot of his church to collect food, clothing.
Bishop Porter.
So one day, Sears gave me about 2 big truckloads of toys. So I had to put so a Hyde Park school. The Sears let me use that. I had so much stuff in there. So they let me use the Hyde Park school. They had stage and we had bands and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you were able to give away the toys?
Somebody took the whole 2 truckloads of Sears to give me truckloads of toys.
Right.
Somebody got them all overnight.
Somebody stole them?
People studied them.
From you?
From the service place.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hyde Park school, that big school I had.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So one of the main things I worked at juvenile court for 3 years. I worked at juvenile court because I talked to the young people and asked them, what you doing here? What you doing? Why are you here? All that's in a document what you see. So what happened to the young people? So I didn't have no food, no money to buy no candy, no apple, no go swimming pool, stuff like that. So I left juvenile court and came back and organized the Black Knights. That's how the Black Knights got started.
Okay, so
I'm doing all this stuff anyway. I organized the Black Knight and helping people, help anybody.
So you organized, and how many people did you get into that? Do you think?
I had about 2,000 people membership.
How many?
About 2,000.
Oh my God!
I had connection all across the country, and people flew in up from all over the country to talk to me. Want to know was I really violent? Not really. Not really violent, but I stand my ground. But
you stand your ground, but not violent.
I do a lot. I do a little music, and I play drums.
Oh, you do?
Pentecostal temple.
So you play drums, and you're into hair.
I teach people how to cut hair. I got balls all over the country.
But you're looking for people to teach them how to do the burning.
Right. They can pull me up. One of the things I like for them to do is pull me up on YouTube, and everybody listening and watching or whatever can see me on TV.
On YouTube.
I got a very big Oscar. I got a great big one.
You do? Well, we've played a little clip of you doing hair and singeing and some of your video on here, and I just really appreciate you being here with us.
Oh yeah, basically I'm a people person, okay? So that goes. You see people jumping off in the water. I mean, I got some big guns on the side now. When I be on stage, you have some big guns, and so if you jump up, you got to get shot.
Yeah.
You get shot or burn. You got choice.
Oh, really?
So I tell those guys on TV like Jim Hart and all of them. I got some of Gerald Law's hat. Last time I was in there, I had one on mine.
Right, you did. You did.
I got it.
So you have seen a little bit of everybody.
I ain't missed too much.
And now a lot of people have seen you. And Mr. Lewis, we really appreciate you being here with us, telling a little bit about yourself. And we're going to have some links right under this video. And I'm Dr. George Flynn. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.